Well, that is about the absolute worst weld I've ever done in my life. She is globby. But it has penetrated. It has the bead laid down. And what you saw I was doing with the torch there, I preheated it, welded it. I kept the heat up. And then I took the heat away, keep the heat up, take it away. Then I move the torch further away from it to slowly let this cool down. I'm at the point where I can't quite touch it, but it is getting quite cool. And now I'm just waiting for that dreaded sound of the snap, crackle, and pop as this cast cracks. So far, the weld hasn't cracked. We're going to give her about another hour here to cool right down. And we'll see what happens. Well, here's the final product. As bad as it looks, it does seem like it penetrated good on both sides and down the middle of the crack. There's no extra cracks coming out the sides, not yet anyway. It's still warm. I can put my hand on it, but you don't want to keep it there long. Haven't heard any cracking yet. Doesn't look like any cracking. I think it has held itself together. Now, one thing I did do, once I cleaned it up real good, I didn't really like how it was in spots in the weld, so I ground it down just a little bit, and I re-welded over top of it again, which gave me this crappy blob here on the end, but no cracks. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So what I did here was I gouged it out a little bit, cleaned it, baked it, welded it, and then you see what I did there. I'm going to do another 3-inch strip down this side, 3-inch strip on the other side, clean them up a little bit. Once that's all cooled, then I will gouge out the little cracks left in between. I will drill a hole where the crack ends, just so it doesn't travel anymore. And I'll just use some putty, some steel putty to seal the rest of that crack. I don't want to try to continue this weld like the whole way around this thing. I think I'm just asking for trouble. I think I'm pretty lucky to get to this point where the cast hasn't cracked just by putting this weld on there. So I'm not going to push my luck, and I'm going to call this good. You know, I want a little bit of structural integrity on the bottom of this thing, but mainly I just need that oil to stop as well too. So I think that's going to be it for this stub, and this is a short video. The rest of the videos are going to kind of be a little bit scattered here. Spring has finally hit the prairies, combines are running, and I got a lot of hay equipment that I got to get ready for the year. My cutter, my rake, my baler. I got to do a full service on the tractor that I use on the baler. I might take you along for the ride on that stuff. Some of it needs to be cleaned up, a couple repairs, maybe even coat of paint on a few things. But I think we might have this licked. I think this might be the answer. Fingers crossed. I crossed my toes. I don't know. But again, sorry for the short video. This was just kind of a proof of concept to make sure this was going to work. And I'll continue on with this one, then the other one. We'll start putting her back together.